Hey, wake up. It's race time. Let's go.
The return of the Hypercar class to MRL. It's the MRL New Era Grand Prix of Daytona. We're waiting for the cars to cross the line to start the race. There we go, the race away, and we got a good start from GTI, and Aston Lewis Turner with the worst start, being sandwiched by the both Funny F1 cars into turn 1. The Prix leads from Lewis, from GTI, from Turner, I believe, as far as I can see. Yes, that's right, both hexes going at it with each other. Into the first horseshoe, the Prix goes a little bit wide. That will give Lewis the opportunity to attack him into the second horseshoe. Will the Prix be able to defend his position into here? Doesn't go defensive. Lewis doesn't look for it. There's a little bit of contact. Lewis pushes the Prix a bit wide. Lewis now on the inside will try to attack to take that P1. The Prix for now stays ahead in towards the final corner before the banking. Onto the banking they go. Lewis pushing the Prix a bit, wants to get on with it. Through the banking they go now, 31 degrees to help the cars gain speed towards the bus stop chicane. Aston Lewis now in the slipstream of the Prix. Then here he goes for a move into the bus stop chicane. Will he really make that stick? That will be risky. And the Prix keeps around the outside. Great defense from him. Great attack from Aston Lewis, but he is compromised now. At the exit of the bus stop, will that give any chances to his teammate GTI in third? Seb Mills and Jackson Turner in 4th and 5th. Where is Ben Driscoll? He is already way back of the field. What happened to him? We see him now here. Let's see what happened to him. So here we see the replay from what happened with Ben Driscoll. He's here in 4th, actually in front of Turner and Mills. Just hits Mills there. Wow. He hits his teammate and goes off the track there. And here we see the replay of the overtaking attempt from Aston Lewis on Rick de Prix towards the bus stop. He goes. It's a tight squeeze from de Prix, who keeps it around the outside with a lot of speed. Great driving from both of them. Here we see Ben Driscoll in P last, P6, gaining on his teammate actually. He's gained a little bit since his incident with him on lap 1. Let's see where he... Oh, he loses the back end into the grass. He goes and he spins round, can't make a 360. That will lose him a lot of time and probably will lose him a chance at the podium, although it's still 40 minutes to go in this race. That doesn't help his chances. And he goes also goes in the wall here. Great, that will definitely not help him for chances of a podium for him. And we're here then at the race leader. Oh, there's all sorts of mayhem happening in turn 1 between 3 GT's cars, both JMR's and a GSM car there. First time lapping of the season. Let's see how it goes. The Prix already loses a lot of time while being stuck behind those 3 in turn 1 after they've rejoining. Probably dangerous. We'll see what Stu will say about that. Jackson Turner gets past him quite easily. He tries to go around the outside of Joran Posley there. Just about holds on. Great save from him as he laps the GSM car, but then spins around from P2. Jackson Turner from a 1-2 for fast formula. He drops down the order for 2 P4, even P5 after Seb Mills overtakes him. That is not what he wants in the first round of the season. Here we see then P2 for Aston Lewis after the spin from Jackson Turner. Actually a second stint of Aston Lewis at Funny F1 Racing after season 7. Oh, and now he goes for a spin. Well, I guess he was kind of bored and want to do some fun. It will help him in the race, to be honest. He loses P2 to his teammate GTI. Now Seb Mills is right on his ass. Let's see what Mills will do. Mills goes around the outside actually towards the bus stop chicane, and he actually gets in front of Aston Lewis, who backs out of it. Doesn't want to lose too much time there, but gets a great exit from the corner. Look at that speed he's taking out of that corner, out of the bus stop chicane. Blasts past Seb Mills here. as we now go towards lap 11. Let's see what Seb Mills can do. Will he go around the outside or down the inside into turn 1? Both possible. He chooses the outside. Bit of contact. Shoulders, elbows out, sorry. For Aston Lewis, who keeps the P2. Now in lap 13 we're watching the battle for P2 between P2 to P5, and that is a GTE gone off the track and just rejoining. That's one of the M drives. That is Morgan Hitchings, I believe. Does everyone get past him safely? Nope. Jackson Turner off once again into the grass. Can he save it? Can he save it? Yes, just about saves it. Great save once again for him. Let's see if he spins once again after this save. This time he doesn't. That won't help him in this race, that's for sure. Aston Lewis now with a great run on his teammate out of the banking. He does have a penalty, however. Let's see if he can do something into a turn 1. Nope, he's going into the pit lane. Same with Sebastian Mills. He also goes into the pit lane, so the Funny of One crew and the Hex Racing crew can go to work. Both started on the softs. Seb Mills has burned more fuel though. He's on 37% against Lewis's 45. He's now just waiting for the cars to arrive in the pit box, and there he is. Aston Lewis, the 13 lap old tires go off, mediums go on, probably for the end of the race. We'll see about that. There is more activity happening now in the pit lane. Here comes the Funny of One crew. Once again, I don't hope that's for Aston Lewis, because he was in the last lap. That won't be good. Nope, it is GTI now in the pit lane. Coming from P2, 29% of fuel left. Ironic, it's also his racing number. There he is, the Funny of One car from GTI, number 29, Funny F4. Softs go off. I couldn't see which tires went on there as we switched to Aston Lewis. He's already past the start-finish line, so he has had a massive outlap. Or it's just a slow pit stop from GTI, that's also possible. But Aston Lewis passing GTI, his teammate. Let's see where he comes out against Seb Mills. He now goes out of the pit lane, and there goes Seb Mills. So here's Jackson Turner coming out of pit lane. The Fast Formula Esports car just about behind GTI. Jimmy just got ahead of him. Let's see if Jackson will attack immediately the Fast Formula car. We have even more action now in the pit lane as the race leader, Rick de Brey, is in pit lane and he is already out again. Aston Lewis is already past pit row. Oh, there is Aston Lewis already. Aston Lewis jumps de Brey in the pit stop. So Aston Lewis just gained 7 seconds or something to de Brey during his outlaps. That's a massive gap as de Brey immediately attacks. There's some contact as de Brey goes onto the grass to try and overtake. Aston Lewis now down the inside. We have a battle for the lead here. Will Aston Lewis be able to pull that off? Yes, he will. Aston Lewis takes the lead of the MRL New Era Grand Prix of Daytona. As we go onto the banking now for the 19th time in this race. Lewis looks to have the better exit. De Brey though is in the slipstream of the Funny of One car. The Funny of One owner against the Funny of One driver. Let's see who comes out on top on this one. De Brey closing in with the slipstream. We see GTE cars, and that's de Brey on the inside of Aston Lewis, already passed before the braking zone. That is a clean standard move from the Dutchman, but Aston Lewis will definitely try again, even though it looks like de Brey has a better exit out of the bus stop. Now lapping both JMR cars who are quite close together. We switch now to the battle for P4. Jackson Turner lapping Rick Tuinbeek around the outside. Is that the smartest move to make? Probably not, as GTI goes down the inside. Brilliant move from him to use the back marker and go down the inside of Jackson Turner to take P4 off of him. Jackson Turner now looks around the outside, thinks about the switchback, can't make it. Let's see what the battery can do from that Porsche. Will it help him a lot? Let's see, which way is he gonna go? Looks to be inside. No, looks to be outside. Can he brake later? No, he won't. GTI up to P4, Jackson Turner to P5. That's a little bit of contact. Will there happen anything here? Jackson Turner just about sticks behind. As we're back at the battlefield before now, as GTI and Turner are still battling away. Turner tries to go around the outside. Good defending from GTI in the Toyota against the Porsche. Turner, will he get the better exit? Will he try and make a move into the horseshoe? Doesn't look like it. As he's closing on the apex a little bit. Goes a bit wider to try and get a better exit. Let's see if the battery doesn't work again. We go to the outside again. Yes, he will. Didn't work on lap 21. Will work on lap 24 here at Daytona. He's a lot more alongside, but it just about doesn't work out here again. Towards the bank we go. GTI still in front of Turner. It's a brilliant battle they have so far, as GTI is quite loose on the back end. That will give an opportunity to Turner now. Around the outside on the banking, you want to stay low to have a better line, but you can also try to go around the outside side by side now. Let's see who wins this drag race. The Toyota should be a little bit better on the straight line speed, and it does as he goes ahead into the... And we switch now to P3 Seb Mills, who has got up a lot to Aston Lewis. Wow, he's flying around quite fast. Oh, what's happening with Lewis? He's going very slow there. What's happening to the Toyota of Aston Lewis? As GTI almost loses it again. He's really pushing. Aston Lewis quite slow going there. And now back again at the race leader, the fast Formula 22 of Rick de Brey, as he laps. Morgan hitching into the horseshoe, but he goes straight on. Goes onto the grass. Hits the tires. There is that Seb Mills already. Does Seb Mills take the lead there? No, that's his teammate Ben Driscoll, who was apparently a lap down. That's not helping the Bray, but he's still about keeps the lead. Oh, what's this then? That's another fast Formula car in the grass. What's happening here to the fast Formula cars on lap 28? First we had the Bray. Now it's Jackson Turner. Here's the replay. Jackson Turner goes around the outside of Aston Lewis. There's a little bit of contact there as Lewis once again pushes Turner a bit wide, and then they just drive into each other. That's a very weird incident. Lewis just about keeps it on the road. Turner spins around and falls back. Back now here at Seb Mills in P2, and that's a GSM car off the road. That's the GT GSM with Jordan Bosley just completely ramming Seb Mills off the road there. As Seb Mills tries to lap in, Jordan Bosley just goes onto the grass and rams into Seb Mills, which loses in P2. So GTI is back up to P2 after the weird incident, the weird pit stop phase. Here we see now GTI in P2 after Seb spin, and now he spins himself coming out of the bus stop. That is Seb Mills happily taking P2 back. There comes his teammate Aston Lewis and the fast Formula of Jackson Turner. Can they get GT? As the Brain now goes through the banking for the final time. It's been 145 days since his final win at Le Mans in season 7. Here comes the fast Formula, wins the first race of the season at Daytona here. Dominant style here for the Bray. As we here now see Seb Mills coming home for P2. He was in P1 in pre-season testing, but he has to settle for P2 here at Daytona tonight. As he crosses the line, GTI in third on his return, and that's Jackson Turner just about misses out on P4.